I used to spend 99% of my energy trying to control the 1% of my life that was actually controllable. From rewriting my to-do list a dozen times a day to quietly hoping my friends would make the right decisions, my life was just a tight, suffocating knot of anxiety. I thought control meant safety, that if I could just manage every single detail, I'd finally feel at peace. But it wasn't peace, it was a cage. So I decided to do something that terrified me for 1 week. I gave up control completely. And the freedom I found on the other side was something I never thought was possible. For as long as I can remember, I've been a professional micromanager of my own life, and honestly of the lives of the people around me. It didn't come from malice, it came from fear. That deep, gnawing fear that whispers, if I can just plan enough, nothing bad will happen. My brain lived by a single rule: anticipate every problem, optimize every plan, and control every outcome. My digital calendar was a masterpiece of anxiety, color-coded and scheduled down to 15-minute blocks. Even coffee with a friend wasn't just coffee. It was an event, complete with traffic routes, backup conversation topics, and a mental checklist to avoid silence. I wasn't living, I was rehearsing, and in my relationships, that control was toxic, disguised as care. I thought giving advice meant being helpful, but I was really just trying to control how others lived. I wasn't listening to understand, I was listening to fix. Over time I became tired, not just physically, but existentially tired. Because anxiety is just the mind's way of fighting the future that hasn't happened yet. And I was fighting every second of it. The breaking point came on a completely ordinary Tuesday. I had spent a week planning a surprise birthday dinner for a close friend. Everything was perfect, the guests, the table, the food. Then, an hour before dinner, she called and said she was too exhausted to go out. She just wanted to stay home, order pizza, and watch a movie. And something inside me snapped, not at her, but within me. I realized I had turned a celebration of her into a test of my ability to control outcomes. That was the moment I knew I couldn't keep living like this. So I wrote myself a challenge. 1 week of radical surrender. I wrote the rules on a sticky note and put it on my bathroom mirror. I will not influence others' decisions. I will accept no without trying to change it. I will not offer advice unless asked. I will go with the flow, no matter what. I will leave parts of my day unscheduled. Looking at that list felt like staring at my greatest fears. But for the first time, the fear of staying the same was bigger than the fear of change. Day 1 was brutal. An email came in. A coworker was late with their part of a project. The old me would have jumped straight into action, but instead, I just replied, "Okay, thanks for letting me know." Then I sat there, heart pounding, hands restless, doing nothing. It felt like jumping out of a plane without a parachute. Day 2 was worse. A group chat blew up about weekend plans. Someone suggested a restaurant with terrible service. The old me wanted to redirect immediately. Instead I typed, "Sounds fun to me," and then I put my phone down. The silence that followed was louder than any noise I'd ever heard. It turns out, when you stop trying to control the world, you're left face to face with the fears that made you want control in the first place. And that's when I realized control is rarely about power, it's about protection. If you've ever felt trapped by your own perfectionism, hit that like button. It lets me know this is a conversation worth continuing. Around day 4, something started to change. We went to that terrible service restaurant, and yes, the service was slow, but for once, it didn't matter. I laughed harder that night than I had in months, because I wasn't watching the clock. I was watching the people I love. Then, on day 5, a friend called, upset about work. The old me would have jumped into problem-solving mode. Instead, I just listened. And after 20 minutes, she said, "Wow, I think I just figured it out. All she needed was space, and by letting go, I gave her that." By day 7, my anxiety was quieter. I looked at my calendar and saw open space, and for the first time, open space didn't feel like failure. It felt like freedom. When the week ended, I sat down to reflect, and here's what I learned. First, control is an illusion. You can't stop chaos. You can only stop fighting it. Second, real connection happens when you stop trying to fix people and start truly seeing them. Third, peace doesn't come from managing life. It comes from trusting life. When you stop clenching your fists around every outcome, you finally have a free hand to hold what truly matters. If you want to try this yourself, start small. Let your partner pick the movie. Take a walk without a route. Let your day unfold. Then practice Mel Robbins' Let Them theory. When you feel that urge to control, just whisper to yourself, let them. Let them be who they are. Let life be what it is. And finally, when the urge to fix appears, pause. Ask yourself, what am I actually afraid will happen if I don't? Naming the fear takes away its power. This experiment changed everything. My calendar isn't empty, but my heart is empty of tension, full of trust. Letting go isn't giving up, it's giving in to life, to the mystery, the mess, and the magic that comes when you stop trying to control it all. So, what's one thing you're ready to let go of this week? Leave it in the comments. And if you want to learn how to build the self-trust that makes letting go easier, watch the next video. Thank you for being here. And remember, peace isn't found in control. It's found in surrender.